to it. All right. Without further ado, man, let's get into these clips. All right. The first clip, somebody sent me this, man, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. At some point, you have to just stay off my screen. So here's this fugly Kamala supporter. She's a supporter of Kamala Harris. She says that women should just start withholding sex from men who voted for Trump. Here's the thing, brothers, and I don't think they understand. Any man who voted for Trump does not deal with modern women anyway. You know what I mean? A woman with a modernized mindset, a social media tycoon, something like that. Any man who voted for Trump does not even deal with modern women. He's a man who has established himself in a way where he can afford to pluck women from all over the world if he wants to. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, that old box is not a prize. We live in a society where women just believe their old box is a prize. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because simps prize it so much. A simp will meet a woman who gives him nothing but her body. And not just her, not first time. We're not talking about her body for the first time. Because yes, a virgin wife only gives you her body. But you know what she gives you? She gives you that new. She gives you that thing that's only yours. Like it has not been experienced by anyone. That's a totally different thing. That's why we buy brand new cars. You know what I'm saying? That's why men get in a position to buy brand new cars. We buy brand new cars. We don't keep buying other cars. So that's a little bit different. But these guys be meeting women who don't give them nothing but their body, man. They marry them. These women be getting they get the bling, the cream, and everything in between, man. They get it all, and all they do is lay down. And then I meet that woman, or you meet that woman, and that woman looking at me crazy, like, well, man, listen, I have literally had a woman tell me, I shouldn't be struggling if I'm with a man. I mean, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't. Now, let me rephrase it for you. You shouldn't be with a man if you're struggling. Get your life together first. Then make yourself presentable for someone. But let's get into it, man. Let's check out this first clip, man.
Trump is president, and I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years in protest and protection of your bodies. As we know, if that little baby inside you gives you any trouble and you need an emergency healthcare, you're fucked and you're gonna die. I think that is sufficient enough reason to stop having sex. Don't you agree? This vote.
You know what's crazy, man? This woman is not having a problem not having sex. Not having sex is not her problem. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you they are not beating her door down to get to her. I can promise you that. If you, man, put a one in the chat, man, if you could even get aroused by this, man. Put a one in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Put a 0 in the chat if there's not a snowball chance in hell, man, that she would ever see you with your wood out. I mean, just put a 0 in there, man. If she was the last woman on earth, put a 0 in there if you still wouldn't smash. Now, this woman right here, this is why you go and get a doll. If this is your only option in the world, you go and get you a doll. You do like Lamar Odom did. Go get you a doll that look like your ex-wife. That's the only way. So let's continue to listen to her, man.
A vote for Americans. This vote was for men. And unless we want to become the handmaid's tale, then us women need to protest because this is some buttery bullshit. I'm sorry to the women and minorities who aren't going to get the help that they need in the next 4 years. I'm sorry for the people who are impoverished who are just going to keep dying from starvation and lack of healthcare and lack of governmental support. People are actually praising this guy, and it's a freaking joke. Look at the states he won. You won't catch me there. You'll catch me in New York City. And I'm sorry to all the women who are going to suffer in these bumpkin-ass, small-ass little towns because of this. Reason why I'm a New Yorker and always will be. Fuck Florida.
Listen, bro, let me tell y'all something. And this is real talk. I want you to understand something. If you are a man and you voted, because I know some people who didn't vote. I know some people who they didn't vote. And I'll tell you why. Like, there's a reason These people who say, well, if you don't vote, they're dumb. If anybody says something wrong with you if you don't vote, you're dumb. If you live in a red state and you vote blue, your vote doesn't count. Like your state is going to be red. So if you want to vote for Kamala, but you live in Georgia or you live in Florida, if you vote for Kamala, you live in Florida, you're a fool. You just went out there and did nothing. Your state is going the Trump is going to get the electoral votes from your state. So all these guys always talking this whole, you got to get out and vote. Let's rock the vote. Let's get out and vote. Diddy was the first one. Look what Diddy has at right now. He's always been a perpetuator of the agenda. So if you want to vote blue, you better go live in a blue state. And here's the thing. Your vote really still ain't going to matter because that state going to be blue whether you vote or not. Let me tell you something. Most of these people who voted in the presidential election, they don't even vote in a gubernatorial election. There ain't a woman that I've met that voted for Kamala that voted in her gubernatorial election. That means voted for her governor. The things that go on that affect her every day in her state, she skipped right past that when she see this woman and just go run and vote for something that ain't gonna really affect her life more than her governor will. I ask a woman when women talk about, well, I voted for Kamala and I did this and I did blah blah blah. I'm like, well, did you? So who's the governor of your state, bro? Sometimes they don't even know. I want you to understand. Sometime a woman don't even know who the governor of her state is, but she running out to vote in a red state. She voting blue. That's why I don't listen to women, bro. Listen, man. I don't have a problem with women. I don't get into it with women. I don't have to argue and debate with women. I don't do any of that. Why? Because I have to come down to a woman's level to have that type of discussion with her. So, they may say, I'm an asshole and I'm condescending and I've been called everything. Chauvinistic, narcissistic. Everything I am is a istic. Chauvinistic, narcissistic. But you know what I am? Pimpalistic. That's what I am. And so when you look at these things, this woman, well, they voted for that. And she says, well, that's a vote for men. Of course it is. Of course it is. You got a bunch of old tail-tucking jokers around here, man, who don't live their lives like men. And I'll call them out. You know what I'm saying? I'll call them out. Slim Thug is one of those suckers. All that thug talking, all that street talking, all that hustling and all them cars and all that, man, that shit don't make you a man. Anytime a grown man says, I'm going to vote for her, I'm going to vote for her just because she's a black woman. It don't matter what she's saying. I'm just going to vote for her. He's an idiot. And anybody else who says that is an idiot. Just like the people who vote red in blue states or vote blue in red states. Like people don't even think anymore, man. That's why I keep a small circle of thinkers around me, man. You understand me? A small circle of thinkers is better than having the whole world of dumb, popular Kool-Aid drinkers. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have thinkers than Kool-Aid drinkers, man. All right, man. So I just wanted to show y'all this, man, just to show y'all the illogic of women. Like a woman really believes she's doing you a disservice by saying, I'm going to be celibate. You probably should be celibate. Don't you have enough bodies already? Like, and here's the thing. We talk about her and say we won't smash, but there's somebody who will. I guarantee you, she's got a man that she's got on ice. She's got a man that's chasing her. She's got a man that's whining and dining her. Because I've seen women who look worse than her with husbands who get money. Right? And he still get treated like a scrub. I've witnessed this in my own world, in my own environment. I've seen this, brothers. And I want y'all to understand, man, don't nobody care about don't let a woman think she can punish you, dog. Don't let a woman think she can punish you. I remember one time I had a woman tell, she asked me something, man. She asked me, her, and I hadn't put on ice or anything. She ain't do nothing. But she tried to, she said she tried to text me, man. It wouldn't go through, man. And so I talked to her later, man. She was like, I want to ask you, did you block me earlier? I like, no, but why would I block you? You ain't do nothing. You been on your very best behavior. You ain't do nothing to get put on ice. Man, she had the audacity to say, I believe you did block me. I said, well, I mean, you're a woman. Women believe lies all the time. Whether I tell them or you tell them, you just have a propensity to believe lies. But if that's your lie, I want you to help me understand, why would I lie about that? Because I'll put your ass on ice. So why would I lie about putting you on ice? Am I afraid of the consequences or something? Why would I do that? So I see, like, I just want to ask a woman questions. I want to see, if I point out to her that she's illogical, can she find it in her to think? And normally she does. Normally they do. No, I mean, if you point it out to them, but it's just the illogic of women, dog. Like, nobody cares. So even when guys be talking about this whole cold approach thing, I'd be like, dog, if you cold approaching women, you ain't got no women. That's what I say. If you cold approaching women, you don't have no women. Like, if you got five, they got be talking about they got all these women. I got 5 women. I got 8 women. I got 10 women. Well, if you got all those women, dog, why you still approaching women? If you got 10 women, what the hell are you doing? Man, you probably got all kind of physical problems, because all you're trying to do is buzz all the time. You lost, dog. So let's get back into it, man. I think I done went off to the left on that one. But that just goes to show, man, like, these women believe that they doing something to you, man, by, well, I'm just going to hold out on you. You think I care about who cares? I feel like Drake. I mean, I don't care about hitting one time. At least I know what that thing hit like. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I view it. I think that's how all men should view it. These guys, man, they have you out here chasing women, dog. Man, these guys have serious emotional issues. They have emotional hangups. That's why they always chase women. They ain't always chasing women to get laid. They're always chasing women because something in their lives has thwarted their growth, their masculine growth. So they think getting more women qualifies them as a man. You hear these guys say sometime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man, but I've heard him say a couple of times, women quantify your value. Bruh, I'm going to be honest with you. That's some beta male simp mangina shit right there. Women, man, boy, I'm connected to the Most High. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm an OG. I know the world y'all live in, but in the real world, when real men taught boys how to be real men, when we grew up and we wanted to be like the grown men who were wearing the suits and driving the nice whips, man, and coming out with their families, when we wanted to be like that, we lived our lives to impress the men around us. We wanted the men to accept us in the fraternity of manhood. When we were boys, we lived to be accepted by our fathers, to be accepted by our uncles, to be accepted by the men in the community. Man, we ain't running around chasing no acceptance from no broad. But the world we live in now, you got grown men out here in their 40s and 50s, man. They telling you, man, that you need to be qualified by some woman. Qualified for what? What you qualifying for? She qualifies you as what? If a woman qualifies you, what does she qualify you as? A man? So you ain't a man until a woman say you a man? I've heard Tony Gaskins say that, I don't respect a man until he got a wife and he faithful to her. Man, that's some beta male simp mangina bullshit. That's what that is, man. You don't respect the man? Man, there's great men out here doing great things, greater things than he has ever done. And I don't respect a man until, man, don't nobody care about no sucker respect. Let me tell you something, boy. A real man would never say that to a young man. But we live in an environment where they want you to be affected by a woman saying, I think all women should hold out. They want you to be affected by a woman saying, well, you pushing that toxic masculinity. Hey, man, let a woman tell it all masculinity is toxic. Never let a broad define you, man. You define yourself. Let me tell you something, brothers. Never try to be the man of a woman's dreams. You be the man of your dreams. And you let that broad get in where she fit. You understand me? You let her get in where she fit in. You build a life you want. You don't build your life for the broad. You build a life you want, and you insert her in the position that's already carved out in that life. The problem is we live in an environment where men let women dictate everything. They dictate the dating game. They dictate the marriage game. They dictate all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's this myth that men decide who gets married. No, men don't. Women decide who get married. There's plenty of men out here to marry a woman they don't even want to be married to because the woman put pressure on them. You didn't decide. She decided for you. She put the pressure on you. Many men. You find me a man that went through a divorce. He was married to a woman he didn't even want to be with. You find me a man who pay all the bills. His woman don't do that, man. That man married to a woman he don't even want to be with. Or a woman who don't want to be with him. And that's real talk, man. That's real talk. All right, man, we got the boy K Townsend in here, man. Salute to you. 251 represent that ham. Represent that Bama. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, Bama boy. Representative. Salute. Love by few, hated by many, man. Appreciate you jumping on the team, brother. Appreciate you joining the family, man. You always in the chat, bro. It's good to see you in the joint, man. Feel the none. Appreciate the 10 bone super sticker, man. MPI. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Appreciate you jumping back in the family, brother. MPI, appreciate the 5 bone, man. Speaking of Corey Holcomb, I went to his comedy show last night at ATL. Great show. Yeah, man. Corey Holcomb, man, he's a funny guy, man. I've been keeping up with Corey for a minute, man. He's a funny guy. All right, man. So let's get into the next clip. In this next clip, we're going to hear this woman describe how she realized that black women really hate black men in America. Another thing that we don't care about. But let's listen.
Post, I saw one so disgusting the other day. Black man, the next time a cop have his knee on your neck, don't call black women, right?
Oh my God!
But these are the same black women. You like the black babies that you aborting. Them little black boys, they gotta grow up to be black men. The same boys that you're voting to chemically castrate and turn into little girls, like they're the black men. Y'all don't care about black men. Y'all don't even care about black life. Mm-hmm. All you care about is power and control and feminism, and that's I can't stand with that because it has completely destroyed our families. We're voting to abort our bloodlines.
I want to get into your journey.
I didn't say that. Y'all saw who that was? That was a fellow black woman who said that. See, let me tell y'all something. It's gotten to the point where we care so little about what these women do that they have started to call one another. See, the smart women understand that us as black men, man, we bought out of that. The only guys who really deal with modern women, man, is guys, man, who can't control their libido. Because if you can't control your libido, man, then you're out of control. If you can't control your libido, then your libido controls you. And if your libido controls you, then a woman controls you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't control libido, you can't control liquido. You understand me? And I want y'all to understand that. So when you hear something like this, bro, the smart women are starting to understand that they got to start speaking up for black men because we don't care. We don't even speak up for it no more. Once we realize that the internet and flying and air travel and all of that puts us in anywhere in the world we want to be, bro, you can meet a woman from Istanbul, Turkey, and go to Turkey. Fly her here. You could do anything, bro. Listen, people be talking crazy about, well, man, you get a woman, man, you fly a woman in or you take a trip. Bro, what's the purpose? If these guys rag you by taking a trip, but they'll be chasing this one woman and be taking her on 3 or 4 dates. You know what I'm saying? They'll take a woman on 3 or 4 dates. You look at those 4 dates, each date probably, let's say, $75. You know what I'm saying? Because guys who really get money, man, they ain't really worrying about, man, saving no money on no date. Man, $75 ain't nothing to a man that really getting money. It's literally nothing. He got cars in his yard you can't even fill up with $75. So that's or that it takes $75 to fill up. Probably now more than that. You got an SUV, bro. You got a G-Wagon, an Escalade, something like that, man. You spending, $90 to fill that thing up, man. $100 to fill it up if you run a premium for sure. And depending on where you at, if you in California, man, you spending more than that. It might be saying you back 140, 150, man, to fill up. So that ain't nothing. But when you do that, man, boy, you could take an international flight somewhere, man, get your American Express card, man, or through whatever airline, bro. And man, you fly around, take you a trip, take you a vacation somewhere. You ain't got to deal with no foolishness, dog. You ain't got to deal with no disrespect. So anytime I'm talking to a woman, she be like, man, black men ain't this and black men ain't that. I just be like, okay, I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got a small I don't even know personally enough black men to debate with a woman on how bad black men are. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the news and shit like that. I don't get my information from social media. So I don't know. All I know is the guys I know are pretty stand up. You know what I mean? They're pretty stand up. All business owners, all have families. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they talking about, and I don't care. You can't draw me into a conversation about anything because a woman's opinion just doesn't matter enough for me to address it. You know what I'm saying? And all she has is opinions. So who cares, brothers? The facts that a woman have are just based on her education. Otherwise, man, she don't have no facts. Why have that conversation with a woman, brother? Because her opinion, her thoughts, none of it matters. Like, we can do whatever we want to do and go wherever we want to go, man. You know what I mean? So we don't have to deal with this. So, yes, she's right. Black man, listen, man, if you're a black man in America, the women you see in America, for the most part, don't like you. They don't like you. That's why you got to jump through all these hoops and get the date and do all of that. And you got to play this dating game with her, man, because she don't really like you. So she wants you to chase her. You understand? And that's why I say I'm not finna chase now one arm at all. So for me, attraction confirmation works just fine. I get enough attraction confirmation where if I want to be engaged with multiple women, I can. If I don't, I can just enjoy the attraction confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And I listen, I'll take their validation. If they want to give me some validation, man, I'll take it. I'll take it and then forget about it when I walk out the door. It's nothing. As a man, you got to start viewing your life as more than just having a woman, dog. You understand? She should be viewing her life as having you as a man, especially when you put all your shit together in life. When you get everything together, man, a woman's she's supposed to understand what kind of value it is that you have. She got to understand the value proposition of being a part of your life. Here's another thing I'll tell you. If you leave with your wallet, your relationship will never be solid, and you're a joke to your woman. I don't care who you are. Yada is a joke to his woman. Do you see him talking? You see that woman sitting there smiling all the time? They be talking, oh, look at her. She eating him up with her eyes. Man, she looking at that boy like he a sucker. She know what kind of sucker he is. She know. A woman cannot respect you if you put her on a pedestal, dog. She can't. And so when you see these women talking about that, any man they've ever had who put him on a pedestal, they broke up with him, they cheated on him, they treated him bad, they disrespected him. So let's get into the next clip, man. The next clip, we're going to hear these bottle girls and strippers bragging about the tips that they make, how much they make in tips, man. Y'all take a listen.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
3,500, because why not? This is a 10-10 experience. Okay.
Hey, whoa. What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
5,500. You see it.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
1,500. Ooh, he needs to come back. So give me my money.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
So the biggest tip I ever gotten was my rent paid by one of my renters.
Now I want y'all to think about that, man. And here's the thing, man. These guys will tell you it ain't tricking if you got it. Okay. Well, I mean, I ain't the richest man in the world, but I do all right. And I'm still telling you I don't trick. What the hell I look like paying a woman rent because she a bottle girl? By one of her regulars? By one of her regular what? Let me tell you something, bro. If a woman call you her regular, it got something more to do than it got something to do with more than just bringing bottles out. If you're a regular, she calling you a regular, not a regular drinker of liquor. She calling you a regular trick. And let me tell y'all something, brothers. There is nothing wrong with a woman letting you be her trick. There's everything right with it. If you gonna pay a woman and you don't get nothing, then you just that kind of guy. I'm not telling you don't be a trick. I'm telling you if you're a trick, don't act like you got game and don't act like you live by the ism and don't try to promote that shit as what men should do. You know what I'm saying? Tricking is a mental disease, bro. It's a mental disorder. And I'm not talking about, a low-level mental disorder. I'm talking about you need to be committed somewhere, bro. You need inpatient care if you're a willing trick. And not because, of the women or anything, because it's such a senseless thing to do. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. You understand me? Mr. O, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the joint, man. Salute to you. Been a minute, bro. Good to see you. Omega Kong, I see you, man. Trey Hustles, I see you, man. XL Pro, what up, man? I see you in the building. Salute to y'all, brother, man. I see you. Cloud, what up with you, man? I see you. And so I'm telling y'all, brothers, man, listen, as men, we got to live our lives a certain way, man. We can't be really around here tripping, man, about none of this, bro. Man, listen, let me tell you something, man. A woman was born to be a helpmeet. You were not born to be a helpmeet. If you're being a woman's helpmeet, you're feminine. All tricks are feminine. If you're a willing trick, you are feminine. And if you're not a trick and you start tricking, you gonna start to be feminine. Let me tell y'all something about a trick, man. You get the trick and you trick enough, then there's just always something happening to you that's not supposed to happen to a man who has masculine energy, because you're feminine. You're being a helpmeet. Like, that's what it is. You're being a helpmeet, helping a woman meet whatever goals she has, her financial goals, her career goals, her education goals, whatever it is. You are a trick. Like, if a woman does not earn your provision and protection, then you are a trick to give it to her. That's just the way it is, man. Listen, it's not bad or good. It's just true, dog. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling nobody what they should be doing, man, because frankly, I don't care what you do. If you want to be a trick, be a trick. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight knowing you're a trick. It don't matter to me at all. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to forget that you're even a trick. It don't matter to me. That's your life. You got to build that life and understand that you establish a relationship with women that are based on what you can give. 100% based on what you can give. Man, I look at it like this, man. As a man, you got to start valuing yourself more than that. Like, if you're gonna trick off on a woman, what does that say about how you hold your own self in such low regard? The value of having access to me, the wisdom, understanding, the knowledge, the guidance, the leadership, all of that, that's worth her giving me money. She's supposed to be breaking bread with me. All she's bringing me is something that I don't pay for. I don't pay for a punani. I don't pay for a punani. And so if that's all she's bringing, she ain't getting no money from me. That what I'm going to pay for? Nah, bro, I ain't spending my money on no punani. Nah, I will not do it. Know what I'm saying? If nobody ain't never touched it, I may go pay a dowry on it. But if somebody been playing with it already, man, listen, I want my own toys. I want my own toy. That's mine. I'm like a little boy. My ball. You know what I'm saying? My toy. Otherwise, man, bro, I'm not doing it. You understand? I'm not doing it because it just ain't worth doing it, man. You know, it just ain't worth doing it. So let's get into the next clip, man. We're going to listen to Gilly. Now, this is after this clip, man, we'll get into the Corey Holcomb joint, man. This is the last clip before we get into the Corey and Cheyenne and all of that, man. So Gilly is going to admit that Tootie is his wife because she is not a social media tycoon. What's a social media tycoon? A woman who is on social media as if it's her business. You understand? Man, these women be on IG more than the IG logo. I'm telling you. Gilly says his wife never wanted that. He's also going to explain how she held him down during a brief stint in jail, man. Let's take a listen to this.
My wife been through everything with me. My wife went to jail with me. You know what I mean? When I got locked up with the weed, my wife went to jail with me. My wife sat in jail for 10 days. You feel what I'm saying? So, and wrote me a letter from her jail to my jail and told me, don't be stressing it. You're gonna be all right. If I gotta do 2 years, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my wife ain't never said she was a bad bitch. I ain't never heard, my wife don't even speak like that. And the reality of it is, not just in my eyes and people's eyes, my wife is one of the most beautiful women that ever walked the planet Earth. My wife always had modeling opportunities for big companies that never even wanted to do it. That never even, I don't have no passion to be. She never was craving for the attention. She was like, nah, I don't really, that's not my thing.
His wife has had multiple modeling opportunities with major companies, and she turned them down. And these little rat-a-tat-tats out here hustling hard as they can to get a damn Fashion Nova brand deal. Out here hustling hard as they can to get a Fashion Nova brand deal, bruh. And not because of the money, because they would love to get paid just to show their body in scanty clothes. They would love to be scantily clad and should take pictures of themselves and videos of themselves and get paid for it. It's like doing soft OnlyFans. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest with you, brothers. That's a whole lot of them out here, but I will say this to you. Gilly is an OG. Tootie been with him for a long time. So Tootie is an OG feminine woman. You understand me? She's an OG feminine woman. And the story he just told helps you understand what a helpmeet sounds like. Don't worry about me. I got you. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to help us make it through this. I got you. That's all a woman should be telling you. Bro, that's why, man, any woman, man, who give me any type of back talk, anything like that, man, you know, going against what I'm telling her. You know, I ain't saying the woman can't ever talk, you know, can't fucking speak up for herself. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying, man, if I'm telling her something, man, to do something, do what I need done, man, bro, I'm not feeling to nothing else but, okay, baby, I got you. I don't want to hear nothing else. If I got to hear something else, then your ass can be gone. I'll just do it for myself. Like, once you get to the point where you don't need a woman around, then you start to deal with her in a different way. But the problem is, even guys who act like they need the woman don't really need the woman. They just were raised to just deal with a woman like you need her. Like this woman is such an amazing thing to have. You know, to the point where guys overlook all kinds of things, man. You understand? So tomorrow, man, I want to talk to y'all about, man, some things that you should consider if you're going to date or be with or even wife up a single mom. Because there are guys out here that are doing it. There are guys out here that are wifing up single moms because, honestly, if your pickings are just in America for a woman that you will want to have in your life, a lot of time, bro, you're going to have that she going to have a kid. That's just how it is. A lot of them, they just going to have a kid. There ain't enough childless women to go around. You understand what I'm saying? And that's because, see, when there are no virgins, then there are many childless women. When there's a bunch of virgins, then there's a bunch of childless women too. So I just want y'all to understand, man, you gotta hold yourself in high enough regard where you place demands on the broad to prove herself. You understand? And I ain't talking about what she did in the beginning. Dog, it's 2 years later. You still letting her hang in the position she in and letting her have an easy life for the shit she did 2 years ago? Or what she did this year? What she did this week, homie? What she did today? A woman got to earn her position every day, just like we got to earn our position in the world every day. Every day we got to make sure, man, that we secured. We got to make sure that our family is secure. We got to make sure that the provision and protection is going to be on point. You got to make that broad, man, prove to you that she earned that and deserved that every day. Y'all let women get too comfortable, man. And now after all these decades of being comfortable, I mean, women are lazy lovers now. They're just lazy lovers. They don't put forth no energy, no effort, and then they just sit around and complain about the shit that you don't do. There's so many consultations that I've had, man, where guys are doing everything in their power, man, and the woman is just never satisfied. Like Prince said, maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. This was one of Prince's first songs, man. This is When Doves Cry. I think that was on his second project, his second major label release, man. That's a very old song. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a 30-year-old song, bro. And he was already saying, my mother's never satisfied. Think back when you was a child. Think about all the shit your dad was doing. Or your stepdad, or whoever your mama was with. Think about all the things her man was doing. over and over again. Y'all out here buying all this shit for Valentine's Day. Then y'all buying all this shit for anniversaries. Then y'all buying all this shit for birthdays. Then y'all buying all this shit for Christmas. Then y'all buying all this stuff when she get a promotion at work. Then y'all buying all this stuff for this day. And then y'all want to surprise her about 10 days out the year. Man, I'm not finna do none of that. Bro, I don't even deal with women who celebrate holidays, man. I don't deal with no woman, man, who put no Christmas tree up. I don't deal with no woman, man, who be looking for no man candy. Bro, I ain't deal with women who eat candy. I don't deal with women who eat candy, bro. Why? Because I have a standard. I have a standard of things. What kind of fool would I be to know I'm not finna honor none of those days? What kind of fool wouldn't I be to vet that out of a woman? I'm not saying that woman is bad. I'm saying that woman don't fit into my life. That's what having a standard is. Having a standard is keeping things out of your life that don't fit. If the woman don't fit in your life, why are you trying to force her into it? And what Gilly is telling you that he didn't do that. He didn't do it. And I'm going to be honest with you, brothers. And that's why you go to other coaches, man, like here, there's height requirements, there's age requirements, there's financial requirements everywhere, but there's background requirements, there's tattoo requirements, there's hairstyle requirements, there's facial hair, no facial hair requirement. Man, y'all standing up on the block. I'm telling you, it's a slave mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside, black men are used to standing up on the auction block, man, being auctioned off. And so y'all let women quantify y'all and qualify y'all by characteristics like that, man, where a woman don't know what she like. Because here's the thing. If a woman likes that, if you look at her history and every man she ever been attracted to was the same way, you could say that. But when you look at a woman's history, it ain't like that. Every man she was attracted to don't be the same way. So women don't even know what they really want. They want something right now, but then they may want something else next week. And I just want y'all to understand that you got to stop acting like a woman is supposed to have power over you to dictate to you who you are, to dictate to you where you stand, to dictate to you what you do, to dictate to you how you live, to dictate to you what you place as standards in your life. They really don't have that type of power. They don't have that type of intelligence. I'm not saying women aren't intelligent, but when it comes to understanding men, they don't know shit. They know nothing. Women know nothing about men, bruh. Listen, and to flip the script and make you focus on what they're saying, because they're hoping that they have enough power and influence in your life for you to focus on what they're saying. They tell you, men don't understand women. Yes, we do. Women are simple. Men are complicated. Because there's a lot of things that makes a man into a man. We got to jump through we got to earn our position as men. All a woman got to do is get older. You understand? All a woman got to do is crosses into adulthood, bam, she's a woman. What's the responsibility? Now, let's not talk about these masculine responsibility like we have. She got to have a good career and a good job, a good man. That's sucker stuff. That's sucker stuff. What I'm talking about is to quantify herself as a woman. What does she have to do besides become an adult? Nothing. She just automatically just presses her way into womanhood because it's a simple existence. Women complicated their simple existence by trying to incorporate masculine principles and masculine understandings and masculine environments and masculine thought processes and masculine ways of living. That's what complicated their lives. They start trying to be masculine women, but to be a feminine woman, all you got to do is become an adult. There's nothing else. But me and you, just because we become an adult, if we don't take on responsibility, if we don't start to care for us and those that we're responsible for, if we don't live our lives as stand-up men, if we're not honest and honorable and have a moral fiber and all of that, we're not men. And those who quantify us are men. Men started getting weak when we started letting women qualify and quantify us. When women started to define manhood, men got weak. Men got soft. Men got lame. Men stopped being able to control their libido. Men became tricks. This happened when women started to be able to define what manhood and masculinity is. That's all. So now let's get into this Corey Holcomb clip, man. Now we're going to listen to Corey. This is going to be a short clip of Corey Holcomb just saying the woman ain't a doctor. And when she's asked if she's a doctor, she never answers. She just says, well, I have a PhD in this, and 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 this and this and this. Let's take a look. Bakeish Edwards, man, appreciate the 20 bone super sticker, bro. I appreciate you being in the joint. Appreciate the support as well. Let's check this out.
You can't live your life through Facebook.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this one. This is the pastor reiterating what Gilly just said. He's telling a young couple. Well, he's really telling the woman. He's telling the woman. He's talking to the couple, but he's really talking to the woman. Look what he tell her.
You can't live your life through Facebook. You can't live your life through Instagram. You can't live your life through any other social media. Your life is supposed to be lived together. Let me just say it again. People are waiting for you to put stuff out on Facebook so they can say, I told you they weren't going to make it. But the devil is a liar. You have the power of God to help you to make it. With God, all things are possible. You can make it. You can make it. You will make it. Now, I want y'all to understand something. That was short and sweet, but it packs a powerful punch. Any woman who has ever posted any relationship information on social media is a Jezebel. She is trying to use that platform. It's called the World Wide Web. It's called the web. You know what a spider web is? You get stuck in it. She's trying to use the World Wide Web. That's what WWW stands for. She's trying to use the World Wide Web to draw in support for her foolishness and use that support spiritually against the man she has because she has weakened him with her nagging. A nagging woman weakens a man because it is like a continual drop. It is like water torture. It's like water torture. It's like somebody tying you down and just letting water just drop on your forehead all night. You tired. You can't even go to sleep. Every time you nod out, that splash of water hits your head to wake you back up. 2 days in, you ain't been to sleep yet. You just keep catnapping. You know, you just, come on, bruh. That makes no sense. And so if you have a woman who shares anything about you and her with anyone, bro, if I find out a woman done said anything about anything, like she can't even share what I tell her. The things I teach her for her, you don't get this. If you're gonna tell this to your friend, you make her pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go record your audiobook and then you make her pay for it. You understand me? But just telling them, bro, it's nothing. And that's why you got to be very careful with your information. You never tell a woman more than she needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys have a woman. Listen, man, y'all have a woman all in your bank account. You know, she know everything in your bank account. She know everything about your business. She know everything you got coming, everything you got going, all the bills, accounts receivable, accounts payable, taxation. She know about all of that. She know about everything, bro. She know about your 1099. She know about everything. She remember when you changed from LLC and went to fully incorporated. She remember all that. And she don't contribute one thing to any of it. You don't make her work for you. You don't make her serve you. She ain't kick no paper down. So she has access for no reason. And you ask yourself why things go crazy in the event of divorce. Why is she trying to hit you for everything you got? Because she knows everything you have. You think you're supposed to tell a woman all your stuff, man. Why? Because you've been told that as a man, you're supposed to be weak for your woman. You're supposed to be doing a whole bunch of catering and sacrificing and compromising and going along to get along for your broad. And it's just not true. So let's listen to Corey Holcomb, man. Take a dive on Cheyenne. We're going to listen to Corey, then we're going to listen to her response. And then Corey's going to come back and double down on it, man. Listen, bro, this is crazy.
Cheyenne Bryant, and he needs credit because he saw how she basically pasted something someone in her family did and put it on her bio. I think someone in her family was an actual doctor or something like that. A man. Anyway, we're going to get this brother name and give him his credit because he did extensive research on her. And everybody who did extensive research shows this. Because, like, if you ask the lady flat out, because a lot of people don't know how to talk to her, I'll be like, are you a licensed doctor? I want to see you slither out of that. Not with me, because I'm not regular. When you're talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching you. I'm not listening to you. I'm watching you. You're not a registered doctor. Everybody looked it up. A lot of people looked it up. You see this? This who you are. You are bust down.
Listen, bro, I'm going to tell y'all something like this. That little twerking you just saw her doing. There's more later now. There's more. Say it gonna come back. He gonna come back, man, and he gonna go in. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. That's why I tell you, man, you gotta know a woman's history. You gotta know a woman's history, man. You can't let a woman be the new chick in town. The new chick in town just left from somewhere. If a woman is by herself and she just pops up in your town, there's that woman running from something, dog. She may be running from, a violent situation or a crazy ex or something, but she's probably running from a reputation. A lot of time, woman be running from a reputation. She show up in your city looking good and all of that right there, man, and it just don't work. You know what I mean? It just don't work because guys are too quick to just overlook everything that a woman is because she look good. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand, a woman looking good, that's what she need for you to even talk to her. That just gets you to talk to her. That's all it does. She don't get nothing else for looking good. She looks good, you talk to her. That's it. Everything else she gets has to be because of other characteristics. You see a woman, these guys see a woman, she look good. They pursue her, they take her on dates, they buy her gifts, they propose to her, they pay for this big huge wedding for her, then they wife her up, buy this huge ring for her, put her in this big house, buy her these cars and do all of that, all because she looks good. These guys are so blind, they don't understand that part of her looking so good was because you were intrigued to be with her. Once you're with her, once you're intimate with her, then it's not the same anymore. She's still attractive, but the novelty of it is gone. You understand me? It's not because of the attraction at that point. So I want you to understand, if you're functioning in this world, doing everything that you can for a woman because she just look good, bro, you lost. You're lost. And a lot of times, man, that's what happens. So a woman can tell you anything. If she looks good, you'll just buy anything she said. Guys believe beautiful women don't lie. That's what it is. Guys believe beautiful women don't lie. If she's a beautiful woman and she says it must be true. She looks like it's true. The problem is, what the hell does truth look like to you? And I'm going to be honest with you. To me, truth ain't never been feminine, boy. Truth ain't never been a female. Truth don't come in female form. Truth is a masculine endeavor. Why? Because truth is logic, and logic is truth. All right, man, so let's listen to this chick, man. Let's listen to her. She's on Breakfast Club, man, and she's going to be talking about how she was masculine by choice in her first situation. And she was masculine, so she sought out a beta male. Now, she used the term alpha. She said she was an alpha female. You know something that's crazy to me, brothers? And then we'll get into this. Women always say, if you're an alpha man, you don't have to say it. When a woman calls herself alpha, women don't say the same thing because they just make up stuff. They want to control you as a man. And if you let a woman control you, you become a woman. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And in this society, maybe even physically. Check it out.
So I do believe that different relationships bring out different things in us. I was also an extreme alpha in my first engagement. I had 2 engagements, called off 2 weddings. My first relationship I was engaged to, I was extreme alpha.
She had 2 engagements. She called off 2 weddings. She called off 2 weddings. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. If a woman really wants you, she ain't calling off no wedding, bro. So this woman went through all those motions and put those men in those positions of seriousness, knowing she didn't want them, knowing she didn't want to be their wife. Because here's the problem, brother. A woman will run to the altar with a man who just gonna let her be a bride. But a man who requires her to be a wife, a woman, she's, oh, wait a minute now. You want me to do what? I got to do, I thought they were supposed to put me on Easy Street. I ain't know you want me to do nothing. So let's listen to this alpha woman. Extreme, bro, she didn't say alpha. She said extreme alpha.
So even if he tried to be alpha, I left no space. It was like, hell no, by all means necessary, because I said so, you can walk. Like, I'm chasing my career. I know my value. I'm not fatherless. I got a daddy. He spoils me. Good day.
So even in that, do you feel like that he wasn't man enough for you? Or like, what was that? Do you think that's your fault? Do you look back and be like, I was trying to be the man. Not trying to be the man, but I gave him, because you just said you gave no room for him to do it. So do you regret that part of it?
I think that's a duality. I think he chose a woman who was alpha because it fed something in him that was beta. Yeah. I chose a man who was beta because my alpha needed to be inflamed. But my second engagement, he was alpha. But not only was he alpha, I was ready. I had these submissive feels in me already. So by the time we got in a relationship, I was a hybrid by then. I was alpha submissive. So I was cooking, he was daddy, I was soft, I was in my feminine. And the blessing of that is I got to experience both. And I learned that I fell more in love with myself in my softness than he probably did. Yeah. Like, I was doing shit where I'm like, ooh, girl. I was turned on by me. I'm like, that's me. That's me right now. Even in the bedroom, things that I was like, no, I'm not. When I was in my alpha, absolutely not. I was like, can we do that thing again? That thing. I don't look at y'all married. Can we do that thing again? Like that thing I said I want to do. Submit more. Submit. Yeah. But I do that too. But also,
Man, that boy Charlamagne so weird. That boy said guys do that too. That boy weird, man. But listen, bro, I want you to listen to this woman. This is my first time listening to this clip. You know, I listened to a shorter version of it. So then I went and peeled a bigger part of it. Let me tell y'all something, brothers. This woman is so toxic. She called off a wedding to a beta. She called off an engagement to a beta male and an alpha male. She's so toxic, no man works for her. She can't connect or bond with any man. Why? Because of her thotastic voyage. See, this is what you got to understand about a woman who's been on a thotastic voyage. Her ability to bond and mesh and blend with any man is gone. That's her punishment from God for being a thought. She can't connect with a man. She could confess love or whatever she want to confess. Don't listen to that shit, bro. Don't do it. See, we live in a world where, man, a woman can't love you, a woman can't love you at all. No, a woman who's got multiple bodies can't love you. A woman who has no bodies can. Maybe a woman who has one body can, but a woman with multiple bodies cannot. She cannot love you. She doesn't have the capacity to. There are too many parts of her that belong to other men. There are too many parts of her that are not even feminine anymore because she's been flooded with masculine energy. You understand me? I'm telling you what's real, brothers. So this woman is so toxic that she can't be either. And she's talking about she had her father in her life. Well, did your father teach you to lie about your career? Did your father teach you to present yourself as something you're not? What a way to throw dad under the bus. Dad back probably hurt like hell getting ran over by that bus, man. DJ Fresh, salute, bro. Appreciate the 2 Bone, man. Starting episode from top. I'm late. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being in the joint. Roll Runner, appreciate the dub. What's up, Doc? I just dropped my chick because I had to ask her too many times to do things. I told her to write the questions and she made excuses. I dropped her. You got to, bro. The one thing a woman ain't gonna do, man, disobey me, man. If I tell her, hey, go do this for me. Hey, I need you to do this right here. Well, I ain't gonna blah, blah. And let me tell you the worst thing ever. I want y'all to know the number one sign that your woman ain't steadying your ass is if you tell her to do something and she doesn't do it because she forgot. That woman don't care anything about you if she can't even remember to do what you told her to do. It's one thing for a woman not to do it and say, babe, I ran out of time. For her to call you and say, babe, I ran out of time doing that. Can I do it first thing in the morning? You're like, all right, baby girl, cool. But make sure you get it done first thing in the morning. Now, I don't want to hear this next. I don't want to hear this in the morning now. Okay, babe, I got you. Bam. Every blue moon. Because, I mean, women just don't have the capacity to remember everything. But for a woman to, women don't have capacity to not overload themselves. Let me put it like that. A woman don't have the capacity to not overload her day. She'll overload her day, and every day she'll be catching up from the day before. So I want y'all to understand, if that woman forgets to do what you told her to do, man, that woman, she won't listen to what you said when you said it. She ain't placed no value on it when the words came out of your mouth. Remember that, brothers, and you'll save yourself a lot of hardship and heartache trying to be with a woman that don't even care enough to remember what you tell her to do. But I'll say this to y'all, man. When a woman admits that she hasn't been able to be with no man wants her. No man does. When she was the extreme alpha with the beta male, that engagement didn't last. When she was in her soft girl era and with an alpha male, that didn't last. Why? Because she's not feminine. She's not a feminine woman. She's just not feminine. And let me tell you one thing that both alpha males and beta males want. They want a soft leg. They want a feminine woman. You understand me? So a woman can say whatever they want to say. A man wants a feminine woman. The only man who don't want a feminine woman is a man who wants to be a feminine woman. You understand me? All right, so let's get back into that thing. Now, let's listen before we get into Corey's double down, let's listen to Umar confusing the difference between a woman submitting sexually and a spiritual submission is what we're talking about. He's gonna be making a point, but let me clear up his confusion.
Often, I think we as black men are looking for submission, failing to realize that it has to be earned, and also failing to realize that submission comes with conditions and responsibilities. A woman doesn't just submit to a man. She has to do so on the basis that you're going to be able to uphold your end of this bargain.
See, here's the thing, man. Y'all got to remember this. Umar is speaking. He's kind of becoming a panderer a little bit, but he's speaking about Americanized women. Women in other cultures are submissive. That's just what they are. They're raised to be that way. Boy, you don't want a woman that got to choose submission. Now, sexual submission is a different thing altogether. A woman only submits sexually to a certain type of man. I will say that. You can be with a woman and then I can be with the same woman the next year and I have a totally different intimate experience with her. I have an intimate experience where I'm like, man, listen, man, baby girl, it's the truth. I mean, listen, man, she don't quit and she don't spit. There ain't nothing. She's game for everything. And you looking in your mind, you thinking, man, I couldn't even give her to give me no dome. She told me that's the nastiest thing ever. She couldn't do it. And I'm like, man, let me tell you something, boy. She gets so nasty with it, man, I be repulsed. You know, I can't even deal with her for like 5 days after that. I don't even listen, bro. I don't even, let her call me when she get home safe. Once she get out of there, I'll be like, she's so nasty. And your experience is, man, she ain't nasty enough. That's why you left her alone. But what he's talking about is a woman submitting. No, bro, you go to other cultures, women don't know no other way to be. You go to other cultures, women are raised that you don't talk to a man a certain way. You don't interact with a man a certain way. You don't buck up at a man. They're just raised that way. And in those cultures, now Americanized women say, and those men be dogging those women out over there. Nope, you don't have to dog them out. They're raised to not get dogged out. They're raised to not have to be yelled at. They're raised to not have to have hands put on them. They're raised to be what they're supposed to be. Submissive women.
I'm hearing men, because they message me, they text me, Doc, we hear you. But how are we ever going to be able to be men if she doesn't allow us to lead? And my answer to that, good brother, if you are leading the way you're supposed to, you won't have to ask her to submit. She will do it automatically because it is her nature to submit to her.
You know what? And listen, I want you to listen to what he just said. Listen to it. Now, he going to fix it, but he ain't said nothing wrong yet. He been on point. Listen to what he says right here. And this is the truth.
It's her nature to submit to her, to submit to you. The problem.
See what he said? It is her nature to submit to her. Bro, you can't correct yourself. When you in the passion of your speaking like that, what you saying is real. It is in her nature to submit to her. Fake Dr. Cheyenne Bryant just said that. Like, it is in a woman's nature to submit to her. An Americanized woman, it is in her nature to submit to her. To do whatever benefits her. To do whatever makes her feel however she wants to feel. That's why I tell you, man, that's the easiest. Women are easy to deal with. All you got to do is say whatever you need to say in order to make her feel however you want her to feel, to make her think however you want her to think. Man, you also got to accept the fact that she going to say whatever she need to say or do whatever she need to do to make herself feel however she need to feel at any particular time. If the truth makes her feel a certain way, she going to tell the truth. If a lie makes her feel a certain way, she going to tell a lie. That's just what she's going to do. She's going to do, her feelings are the most important thing to her. So she's going to do whatever she has to do or say whatever she has to say to make herself feel however she needs to feel at any particular time. So if she does it to herself, why not you do it? It's not manipulation. It's just how women are made. Now, I may call it manipulation, but everything is manipulation. You understand? You see these knobs over here? I manipulate this mic to get the sound that I get. When y'all see me say, man, I'm going to get up and I'm hearing something, man. Hold up. Oh, I thought my mic just changed. Hold up, man. Let me disconnect this. I think my phone connected to my. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So when you think about it, man, when you allow yourself to be in a situation where you can't accept a woman for who she is, then that's where you run into these things. But he's right though. She submits to herself.
With black men is a lot of us are not strong enough emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. We're not strong enough to attract a woman's submission. Submission is a quality that all women have, but only certain men can unlock it.
Now see, that's with intimacy. That's with intimacy. Because here's the thing. Even in an environment where women are submissive, a woman will serve her husband sexually. She will serve her husband. But if he's got to be a certain kind of man for her to just be open to where he can do whatever he want to do. Like she is his. She is his toy to play with. You know, she is his clay to form whatever sexual being he want to form. That's a totally different thing. So what Umar is saying that he's telling the truth if you deal with Americanized women. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to deal with that shit, man. Dude, talking about if you lead in the right way. Man, if you lead in your life the right way, that's all you got to do. If you're where you're supposed to be in life, going the direction you're supposed to go, that is leading the right way. If you can lead you the right way, you ain't got to do no extra shit for a woman to come in, man, and follow your lead and submit to your will, submit to your leadership, submit to your power, submit to your authority. All women make a choice to submit. It's not some shit where Americanized women you can't just tap into their overall submission. You have to pay for it. You have to play for it. And sometimes you have to stray for it. But you got to do a bunch of things to get it because it's not in her naturally. Naturally, the Americanized woman is taught that she could be everything a man can be. Naturally, the American woman would prefer a man who submits. Naturally, the American woman doesn't want to be the submissive woman. She want to have the power that the man have. Why? What the hell you think the feminist movement was about? You know what, man? Umar know as much about women as a monkey know about flying an airplane. Now that I think about it. An Americanized woman has been so, she's been so filled and flooded with masculine energy over these decades that she literally has to dig down inside to find the femininity in herself. It's not just at the surface bubbling and you just bring it out. No, that woman has to look at you and say, you're the type of man I want to dig it out for. You heard Cheyenne Bryant say it. She said, I was already in my feminine. I wanted to be that. She didn't turn it on for the man. These women are incapable of turning it on for you. They can act and play the part, but it's not like that. It's not in them like that, brother. It's been decades. Let me tell you something, brother. It wasn't even, it was not even in the 2000s. It's been way back since women been taught to be feminine, since women been raised to be feminine. Bruh, none of us were born the last time feminine women were born in America, bruh. The last time feminine women were born, raised, and bred in America, none of us were born. You understand me? None of us were born. That's how long it's been. So all you could do is put a woman to work. That's why she got to earn her keep. That's why when they be talking about, well, a man don't want to pay for this and pay for that. No, you're not the type of woman who deserves that. You talk too much. You think you know too much. And you don't want to be feminine because you think femininity is a weakness. The majority of women out here, man, think femininity is a weakness. They think being feminine makes them weak. They think being masculine makes them strong. Well, see, here's the thing. Being masculine makes me a strong man. Being masculine makes you a weak woman because a woman is supposed to be feminine. If I'm in the league, if I'm 6'10" and I'm in the NBA and I get 1 rebound a game, but I shoot, 5 threes a game. I'm shooting 42% from 3, but I'm 6'10". I'm not gonna start on anybody's team because I'm a bad big man in the league. I'm a bad big man. I don't do the number one thing that the big man's supposed to be able to do. You're 6'10", bro. You already at the goal. You should be getting plenty of rebounds. It's the same principle. If a woman is not feminine, she's not being a woman. And the less feminine she is, the less of a woman she is. The weaker woman she is. Same thing with you and I as men. The less masculine you are, the less of a man you are. So let's get back into this thing, man. Let's get into this thing, man. So Umar, he was kind of making a point, but he's getting the two crossed up. Like, yes, a woman cannot control who she submits to sexually. Like, she can't control that. You know what I'm saying? If you push the right button, man, you got the right energy. Listen, she gonna open up like the Hoover Dam, bro. Like, she gonna open up. But mental, emotional, spiritual submission? Nah, bro. Just automatic access to that has been gone in American women for 75 years, brothers. It's gone. So, all right, man. So let's listen to Corey Holcomb, man. He gonna double down. He gonna double down, man. And this a pretty long clip of Corey, man. He gonna double down, man, and he gonna say some things about fake Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man. And it's very entertaining, man. It's very entertaining. So let's check it out.
This is what I want to talk about today. I have been lied on again by an agent of evil who back was against the wall. And they came out the bag on me and lied on me on The Breakfast Club. Doctor, alleged doctor, whatever you want to call her, we're going to prove some points about this lady today. And it ain't even got to be bitter. It's just the flat out facts. I mean, like, we're dealing with mental illness here. This lady, I will give her this. She's very clever with words. DJ Envy asked, "Are you a doctor?" And she didn't say yes. She didn't say yes. She came with, "I have a degree in this, I have a degree in that, and I have my doctorate in this, and I have my doctorate in that." And we have the research on where she's claiming she got whatever from has been done. It's all fake. All of the stuff to get to her online is all donation pages. All she wants is for you to donate to whatever she got going on. It's donation pages. I'm telling you this bitch from the strip club, but look. And the bitch lied and said she owned me on Zoe's show. Because I said one day we was on Zoe's show. I was really doing her a favor. I said, I know her from Zoe's show. I was trying to be nice. Bitch, I know you from D-Ray. You a bust down, bitch. I'm telling you, I'm finna put you out there, bitch. I know you. That's why I really saw you first. But I'm just saying, we was on the Zoe show and you said you own me. You didn't own me, because if you own me, I'll be like, yeah, she made some strong points to shut me down. If somebody makes strong points to shut you down, why not admit it? Yeah. If somebody enlightens you with information, you need to say, yeah, that was real though. That was real. I would say it, but she wasn't talking real. I was talking real. Can we play that video that we put? We added a little 5150 mix to it. Thanks to the homegirl for doing that. I don't even know if I should say her name, because I don't. You know, like, people get mad at you if you assist me. Y'all know y'all marked people, right? Darlene know about it. It's new to Craig.
Oh, no.
Craig, you had any of your friends act funny with you because you on the show?
No, I had people in the industry act funny.
Yeah, like being up under Corey Holcomb, boy, is a task.
So peep game, man. The woman she got her master's in psychology at the University of Phoenix. Come on, bro. University of Phoenix. She got her master's in psychology at the University of Phoenix online, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even tell nobody that, man, to be honest with you. And she went on to earn her doctorate in counseling psychology from Argosy University. What in the hell is an Argosy University? Let's see. We're going to find out right now what an Argosy University is. Because I don't know, brothers. I don't know, but we're going to find out right now. I'm going to tell y'all right now what an Argosy University is. Because I ain't never heard of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody who went there. And I just don't. I don't know anybody who went there, brothers. So let's see. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good, because we about to find out something that we don't know right now. All right. Argosy University was a for-profit university with campuses throughout the United States owned by Dream Center Education Holdings and Education Management Holdings. All right, let's see. On February 27, 2019, the U.S. Department of Education stated that they were cutting off all federal funding to Argosy University. All Argosy campuses were officially closed shortly thereafter. Wait a minute. Students of Argosy University Dallas filed a Texas lawsuit alleging they believe university recruiters inaccurately informed students. All right, so listen. Students of Argosy University in Dallas filed a Texas lawsuit in 2009 alleging they believe university recruiters inaccurately informed students that the school would soon receive accreditation from the American Psychological Association, the APA. The school had not completed accreditation process by the time the students graduated. At the time of the lawsuit, Argosy University Dallas had not applied for APA accreditation. According to a response from Argosy University Parent Company, EDMC, accreditation with the APA is not required for clinical psychology licensure in many jurisdictions, including Texas. Argosy officials rejected charges of fraud, noted that the pursuit of the APA accreditation for the Dallas campus was still underway. Now, I want you to think about it now. They said the Dallas the University of Argosy University of Dallas had not applied for APA accreditation. Then they turned around and said it's not required, and then they turned around and said it's still underway. As of 2013, Argosy University in Dallas did not offer any degrees in clinical psychology and was not listed as part of the university's College of Clinical Psychology. In December 2013, EDMC agreed to pay about $3.3 million as part of the lawsuit. The settlement did not require EDMC to admit liability. In May 2010, the PBS program Frontline aired a program about for-profit universities called College Inc., which featured Argosy University among others. Later that year, Argosy University was one of 15 schools named in the Government Accountability Office report. The report stated that recruiters at the school were found to have made deceptive or otherwise questionable statements when speaking with undercover applicants. The Government the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, later revised this report with Senator Mike Enzi, a Republican from Wyoming, saying the changes may undermine many of the allegations in the original report, but the head of the GAO maintained that nothing changed with the overall message of the report and nothing changed with any of our findings. So in 2011, Argosy University was investigated by the Florida Attorney General following 8 consumer complaints. The school cooperated in the investigation. In 2013, EDMC agreed to pay $3.3 million in restitution and fines to settle charges with the Colorado Attorney General that Argosy University had engaged in deceptive marketing practices. The Colorado Attorney General alleged that Argosy University led students to believe that the school was working to get his counseling psychology degrees accredited by the APA by the American Psychological Association, the APA, and that graduates would be eligible to be licensed psychologists in Colorado when that did not appear to be true. The settlement did not require EDMC to admit liability. Argosy University changed the counseling psychology curricula in order to meet psychology license standards. In 2015, EDMC was planning on closing the Art Institute of California, Silicon Valley, a branch campus of Argosy University. In November 2015, Argosy's parent company agreed to forgive more than $100 million of the student loan debt to settle claims that violated consumer protection laws. Man, you know a company is down in the dirt, boy, when they agree to forgive more than $100 million of student loan debt to settle the claims that it violated consumer protection laws. You understand me? And then from between 2017 and 2019, in March 2017, Education Management Corporation, that's EDMC, the management company, reported that they intended to sell the Argosy schools to the Dream Center, a Los Angeles-based Pentecostal organization. The sale faced scrutiny by regulators. The transaction closed in November 2017. EDMC said it would remain in operation to wind down the approximately 50 schools that had stopped accepting new students. Man, this thing right here a mess, boy. This thing a mess, bro. All campuses officially closed doors on March 8th, 2019. So this woman is claiming a degree from a school that's not even functioning anymore, dog. That was never accredited. So she's claiming degrees that aren't even respected, that aren't even accepted by the APA, and run around here calling herself a doctor, dog. I want y'all to understand something, bro. We live in an environment where this just seems to be okay. But let's keep going.
But anyway, can we play the video of the alleged doctor and what happened when we was on Zoe's show? I think it was 9 years ago now. Y'all got the video? We altered it a little bit, but not altered the facts. And we got to see it playing too, can we? Or is that too? If not, just play the video, because I don't want to stop the flow of the show.
Especially if my intent is not good. I will at all costs avoid any contact with her kids because they do not need to meet me because I know where my heart is a lot of times. So I don't know if that makes me good or bad, but I don't like to see the children get destroyed.
Wow.
You're doing your wrong right.
That's right. I agree. Wow. Cheyenne, you want to chime in?
Corey just said, I commend you on that. 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 I think that's something. I commend you on that. I think that's something you should do. I've been in that same situation where I made sure that I kept myself distant from the kids because I know from the kids. I made sure that I kept myself distant from the kids. I made sure that I kept myself distant from the kids because I know that I had not yet made the decision to be exclusive or committed to this man. And I think that's smart.
You got kids?
I have no kids.
We need to work on that. We need to work on that. We need to work on that. We need to work on that.
All I'm saying, she said she owned me on that show. First of all, it was a bitch babbling. That's all, she was a bitch babbling. Then when it boiled down to it, I said, do you have kids? I don't have any kids. I'm like, you need to work on that.
Yeah.
She admitted she get down like I get down.
She definitely admitted, man. You know, she definitely exhibited some masculine energy. When Corey said, hey, man, this is what I do because I don't want to be close to no woman kids, man. I stay back. The woman turned right around and said, that's the same thing I do. You got to accept that when a woman move like a dude, she move like a dude, man, because she full of masculine energy. Then this the same woman that turned around and said, man, that she was extreme alpha. Bro, what the hell is extreme alpha? She was extreme alpha in her first engagement. I'm talking about gave the man hell. Because sometimes, man, a woman just want to be like a dude.
I said I don't like getting to know women kids because I know my heart ain't in it. I'm not into the thing like that, so I don't really need to be around your kids. I avoid kids. Right. She agreed and said that's how she moved with people. What are you talking about? Don't no doctors do like me. I'm the world's greatest. I'm the world's greatest. I ain't even trying to brag, but I'm just saying, old girl flat out a hustler. I watch her when she word things. It's a brother that did a breakdown of Cheyenne Bryant, and he needs credit because people don't know how to talk to her. I'll be like, are you a licensed doctor? I want to see you slither out of that. Not with me, because I'm not regular. When you're talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching you. I'm not listening to you. I'm watching you. You're not a registered doctor. Everybody looked it up. A lot of people looked it up. You see this? This who you are. You a bust down. That was before she did the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, bro, listen. That is her twerking before she went on the show. You see the iHeart logos up there? She's backstage at the Breakfast Club, or offset on the Breakfast Club back there twerking. And she's supposed to be a doctor. This is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant back there twerking offset of the Breakfast Club, bro. Ain't that crazy?
This a bust down, dog. Man, let me tell you something. Do you know you have to get chosen to be a doctor?
Now, I want y'all to understand something, brothers. Here's what I want y'all to understand, man. And I know that was a little long, man. I got into a few facts, man. We ain't gonna worry about that. I want y'all to understand something, brothers. You cannot get away from the fact that if a woman is masculine, she's masculine. There's nothing you can do about it. Like if a woman is masculine, bro, she masculine. Like she's never gonna be feminine. She don't want to be feminine. She don't want to do that. That second engagement she was talking about, she was just talking about that engagement, man, because she fucking hit the wall. She hit the wall and she wanted to, she wanted to get her rocks off. She wanted to wild out a little bit. When you think about it, bro, the only part of her that was the only time she was feminine, man, is when she wanted to get her back blown. So that second man, she's defining how he was somebody she wanted to submit to sexually. So once she submitted to him sexually, yeah, other things come with that. If you go to a woman crib, man, and you blow her back, bro, she gonna get them cookie breakfast in the morning. But if a woman has never done that consistently, then what is she talking about? Yes, breakfast comes with that. You know what I'm saying? If I come to your crib or you at my crib and we have a blast in the sack, yes, there's gonna be some eggs and flapjacks in the morning. That's just how it is. I'm gonna wake up to some grits the next morning. I'm gonna wake up to a Belgian waffle or something. So don't ever let a woman give you the bare minimum and then you qualify her as a wife because of that. And it sounds like she's had two men who did that. She gave the bare minimum and got qualified as a wife. And I talk to men all the time who have a bare minimum wife. But the engagement didn't get broken off. And for all intents and purposes, we don't even know if the woman broke the engagement off, man. Women make up shit in their head sometimes. A woman will tell a story the way it went, and then it didn't go that way. She'll say she ended something only for you to find out, man, she got dropped. She'll say she left her job only to find out she got fired. She'll say she don't have no babies only to find out she had 4 abortions. Bro, I'd rather a woman have a child than be with a woman with no children but that had 4 abortions. Think about that. Bro, that is crazy. But that's the world we live in. We live in a world where men make it all right for women to be and do and say whatever it is they want to be and do and say. And for me, just keep it a buck with you. That's not the life that I live. That's not the life I want you to live either. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Let's talk about 10 signs that you probably have a masculine woman. 10 signs that you probably have a masculine woman. Spiritual Alpha, salute, brothers. Flame of Eternal, I see you. Now, let's talk about these 10 signs. Number 1, if you had to chase her, you're in the feminine position, she's in the masculine position. If you had to chase her, if you had to pursue her, because if you're chasing something, that means it's running from you. If something's fleeing from you, you got to chase it. You don't have to chase something that wants you to catch it. If it's not coming towards you, it's certainly not fleeing. Number 2, she didn't like you at first. If you have a woman who didn't like you at first, then you have the feminine energy, she has the masculine energy. Why? Because she's in control of the scenario. If you even like a woman who didn't like you at first, you're being a simp. You're being a beta male. Matter of fact, let's put it all together. You're being a beta male simp, man, John. Why want someone who doesn't want you? Why want someone? If her and any of her exes are still friends, you're a sucker. The man that she should be with is the man that she's still friends with. Man, nobody's fucking friends after a breakup. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever remain friends with a woman after a breakup. Matter of fact, hold up. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever remain friends with a woman after a breakup, but you could still smash if you want to. If you ever remain friends with a woman after a breakup, but you could still smash if you want to, and probably did sometimes, put a 1 in the chat, man. If you were the woman that's always causing you to want to leave her ass, but you stay, you being a sucker and you got a masculine woman. You're in the feminine, she's in the masculine. You can't let her go because you're emotionally attached to her. If her actions never match her words, but her words are always good and positive, which automatically means her actions are always negative. Why is she your woman? Why put yourself in that situation, man? If you have ever had to beg her for anything, please, baby, please, baby, baby, please, baby, baby, please, please, baby, please, 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 baby. Don't leave. Don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me tonight. If you had to say that, please give me another chance, baby. You on some sucker shit, bruh. If you give her freedom to come and go as she pleases. Now talking about your woman in your house now. If a woman don't live with you, you can't, hell, you don't know where she going nowhere. But if you got a woman in your house, man, to come and go as she please, man, she can show up in the crib whenever she get ready. She can leave when she want to and come back when she get ready. Come on, man, you a beta male sim mangina, dog. You dealing with a woman from a position of powerlessness. The goal is to deal with a woman from a position of power. If you can't deal with it from a position of power, you know what I'm saying? You're going to knock her off and then leave after you take a shower. Put her on ice. If you always got to check behind your bra because you feel like she's doing dirt, you in a beta male sim mangina situation, dog. Because if you need access to the woman, you should have access to all her shit. If you got to check behind her, then instinctively, if your instinct is telling you the woman is doing dirt, dog. If you're feeling insecure because you with a dirt dauber. And here's the thing. Even if you don't know she's doing dirt with you, if she has a history as a dirt dauber, if a woman has a history, if she got a history on the Thotastic voyage, dog, you in bad shape. You can't deal with a woman who has a history of being on a Thotastic voyage. And when she can't obey, even when you show her the easy way, she don't want to be obedient to you, dog. She don't want to listen to you. She don't want to do what you tell her to do. If a woman want to be obedient, she going to be obedient. You ain't got to worry about none of that. If a woman want to respect you, she going to respect you, dog. So accepting disrespect is something you just can't do. You can't do it. If you're always in a state of emotional turmoil, then you got to understand, man, that a woman has a Jezebel spirit that's emotionally manipulative on you, man. She's trying to pull you into an emotional headspace where you can be controlled. Stay out of your feelings with the bra, man. Stay out of your feelings. Stay out of your feelings. Y'all ain't listening to me. Stay out of your feelings, man. You got to stay out your feelings. I don't care what nobody else tell you to do. You got to stay out your feelings. You got to stay out your feelings. You got to get out your feelings.
Number one thing that trips us up in any given moment is when we get in our feelings. Getting 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 our feelings. Number one thing that trips us up.
She say that she love you, you know that she don't. You say that you want her, you just really strong. Put that voodoo on you, you're the only one. Treat her like a queen, take care of her son. You know that you fed up, you been living wrong. Leave that hoe alone, block her number on your phone. Don't let that hoe call you, you don't wanna talk. You done talked enough, now it's time to walk the walk.
Getting our feelings, 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 getting our feelings. Number one thing that trips us up when we get our feelings.
Out your feelings, stay out your feelings.
Stay out your feelings, bro. Get out your feelings. Stay out your feelings. If a woman wants you to be in your feelings, if a woman putting pressure on you to be emotionally attached, to be emotionally available, to be emotionally anything, man, you make sure that you keep her away from any part of your emotions. You owe it to yourself. You understand me? You owe it to yourself, man. If you see absolutely no improvement in her behavior, man, even when you give her the proper guidance, why is she around you? Why is she with you? She should be gone. If you have a woman around you who is willing to receive all the time, but never gives anything but her body. And let me tell y'all something, man, about a woman giving you her body. When a woman gives you her body, bro, she ain't giving you nothing. She's taking from you. You lose more testosterone when you buzz than you do at any other time, bro. You lose it. Now, does your body go in overdrive to replenish it and get it back to normal levels? Yes, it does. But it's because you lose so much at that particular time. You pretty much lose all of your testosterone at that time because the ability to produce life just left you. Your life force just left out. Millions of sperm just left out. Millions of living organisms from you. Millions of many versions of you. Your soul, your body, your mind, man, your energy, all of it just left you. So she's not giving you anything. She's taking from you at that point. You're doing the giving. What she giving ain't nothing. Nothing. If a woman is angry and disrespectful, dog, I don't deal with women who get angry. Know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, I deal with women where she's got one response to negative emotions. She cries. And then she's okay. That rah-rah, that yelling, that cursing and all of that. No. When a woman is sad, she's supposed to cry. When a feminine woman is sad, she cries. When a feminine woman is mad, she cries. When a feminine woman feels bad, she cries. That's what a feminine woman does. A feminine woman don't do all that rah-rah. She don't have no rah-rah. A feminine woman don't have no voice that's elevated and she yells. I'm telling you, brother, it's like most men in America especially don't even know what a feminine woman is. Because you try to base femininity on a woman's looks. Well, here's the problem. How can you even base it on her looks when she don't have no natural look? You can't see a woman's face when you meet her. She got all that shit on top of it. You can't see a woman's hair when you meet her. She got all that shit on top of it. You can't see a woman's body when you meet her. She got all that shit on top of it. So you don't know what a woman look like if you don't see her in her natural form. So what we talking about, man, is you men y'all got to look at other cultures and see what men's standards are in women. And you got to realize just how it is. And the crazy thing is, all guys talk about is how beautiful women are all around the world. Well, don't just look at them physically. Look at how they interact with men. They're not you if you a trick and you going somewhere so you can get laid. And so if the exchange is you going to get laid, they going to get paid. We ain't talking to you. You're a trick. We ain't talking to no tricks. We talking to the realists of the real. If she feels like it's her right to be taken care of by you, regardless of her behavior, brother, not only are you a simp, she's a user, and you're okay with being used. If she willingly risk her relationships for simple pleasure, if you find out that a woman has ever sold herself as a monogamous woman to a man, knowing she wasn't, then she functioned like the average dude, not like a high level dude, not like an alpha male. She functions like the average dude. You understand me? And you just can't have that around you, man. You can't have that around you. You just can't. If she has ever been a side chick, let me tell y'all something, bro. If a woman has ever been a willing side chick, she is at the bottom of the barrel. Any woman who has ever been a willing side chick is at the bottom of the barrel. Because she only deserves the bare minimum, because that's all a side chick is. So never make someone else's side chick your main chick. I don't mean you take her directly from the man. I mean if she has ever been. So these are the type of things I like to get women to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I asked, man, have you ever found out that you was somebody's side chick? And If she look confused about it, what you may have ever found out. Don't even try to dig no deeper into it. Let her respond, but then automatically know she was taking that time to understand the question because it didn't even register with her that she could be a side chick and not know. She's in her mind, side chick is a willing position. So you just take that cue. If she has a confused look on her face, like she got to figure out what you're asking, that's what she's wondering. She's wondering, what does he mean? I found out I was a side chick. Oh, that's what he mean. She was trying to figure it didn't register with her. You understand me? So I want y'all to understand, man, you got to have a standard in women that's more than just her physical appearance. Because if not, you're going to end up with a pretty scallywag. You're going to get you a Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Herring, salute, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the super chat. Money over his O's. Stay out of your feelings. HOB, hunters of blessings, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute. All right, brothers. I ain't going to hold y'all in here too much longer, man. I done took a dive off into that Corey Holcomb stuff, man, and all of that, bro. We good, man. So I appreciate y'all, brothers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. And hey, listen, man. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, one thing I can guarantee you is true. And that is no matter what you do, you got to understand the game. You're a fool for this one, man.
This beat got Teflon on it.
Alpha music, baby.